When you think about motorbikes in India, what brands pop into your head? TVS, Hero, Royal Enfield and Honda, right? Well, there's a fascinating tale among them, and it's TVS that stands out the most. Why? Because TVS wasn't always in the motorbike game. In fact, they began their journey specializing in trucks and buses. Surprising, isn't it? TVS was all about heavy-duty wheels until the late 80s. But then, something changed. They decided to dip their toes into the world of two-wheelers, and once they did, there was no turning back. So welcome everyone and join us as we take you on a thrilling ride through TVS mega transformation from a truck and bus expert to one of India's leading motorbike manufacturers. We'll delve into the innovative journey, the challenges they faced, and how they became a household name in the area of two-wheelers. The TVS success story is all about a man with a dream, TV Sundaram Iyengar. He's the reason TVS is even called TVS. Way back in 1911, he didn't just settle for small stuff like running buses or fixing vehicles. No, he aimed for the stars. See, he had this big idea. He wanted to create a big family of folks who were all about top-notch quality and standards. And guess what? He didn't just dream, he did it. TV Sundaram Iyengar's smart ideas, hard work, and never give up attitude laid the foundation for something massive. The TV Sundaram Iyengar and Sons group of companies. Yep, it's the TVS. They didn't just stick to one thing, they spread their wings into all sorts of stuff, including dealership in foreign automobiles to making trucks and administering bus services. By 1940s, TVS was already a flourishing transport enterprise. Now TV Sundaram and the folks who followed him had this picture in their heads. They wanted a ride that could take two people up the Tirupati hills in Andhra Pradesh without breaking either the back or the bank. And that's how they came up with the idea of making mopeds. TVS made a grand entrance into the automotive world, but it was fashionably late to the party. By the time TVS revved up its engines, Hero cycles had already taken a spin in the motorcycle arena. And not just Hero, Suzuki and Honda were lurking in the shadows, waiting for India to throw open its doors to the world. Now let's rewind a bit to the 1980s. That's when TVS had a brilliant idea, launching mopeds. These little machines were aimed at conquering the Indian market, especially the rural areas. It was a smart move, but the glory was unfortunately short-lived. TVS motorcycles faced fierce competition from Hero Honda, Kawasaki Bajaj Heavy Industries from Japan, and Bajaj Auto and Escorts Yamaha Corporation from Japan, apart from Escorts Group. It was like a motorbike showdown. The tough times hit TVS hard. Things got so tough that they had to even shut down one of their factories in 1990. But sometimes, such tough times are like a wake-up call, a chance to rethink and rebuild. TVS did just that under the leadership of Venu Srinivasan. They decided to put their products front and center. They worked hard on making quality stuff, poured their hearts into research and development, and fine-tuned their production game. They also tightened their belts by cutting costs, trimming the workforce, and keeping inventory in check. Guess what? It paid off big time. In 1992 to 93, TVS rolled out 5 new products, including the Samurai, Shogun, Max 100 and Max 100R. In 1994, they introduced the TVS Scooty, a nifty little scooter that is still popular till date. While moped sales were dwindling elsewhere, TVS was on the rise. In just 5 years, they became a major player in India's two-wheeler scene. By 1994, their market share in the 100cc segment had shot up from 12 to 20%. And in 1995, TVS Suzuki's turnover hit 620 crore rupees, making them India's second largest two-wheeler company. But as they say, all good things do come to an end. The TVS and Suzuki partnership hit a fork in the road, and in 2011 they parted ways. There was even a 30-month timeout where Suzuki promised not to enter India with competing two-wheelers. Today, when you hear the name TVS, it's not just about a brand. It's a symbol of excellence in the automobile world. They've crafted a reputation as India's largest automotive component manufacturer. In fact, they hold a prestigious title, the Deming Prize. And guess what? The first 4 Indian companies to win this coveted prize are all the part of the TVS Group. Fast forward to 2016 and you'd see the TVS Group soaring high with a staggering revenue of over 50,000 crore rupees. That's like a mountain of money. And they didn't do it alone. They had an army of over 40,000 employees working all over the globe for them. But TVS doesn't just shine within India's borders, it's a true ambassador of Make in India on the global stage. In 2016, TVS started production of BMW bikes, and since then the company has produced 79,088 units, of which 73,183 units were exported and 5,905 units were sold within India. In the current financial year, TVS Motors has big plans. They're ready to invest a hopping 1800 crore rupees. About half of that is rupees 900 to 1000 crores will go into capex, and the rest around 800 crores will be for other cool investment. And here's a nugget for you. They're all set out to roll their brand new electric three-wheeler in the next quarter itself. Africa is also catching the TVS fever. Sales of TVS bikes have skyrocketed there since last year. Countries like Guinea, Kenya and Nigeria are all in on the action. TVS is growing at a mind-boggling rate of 35% there every year. And here's the kicker, they're not just selling bikes, they're doing it with a twist. They're using hybrid dealerships, wherein some bikes are brought straight from India while others are assembled locally. It's like a bike bonanza, and India is gaining at the expense of China and Africa. You know, Indian companies have built a special place in Africa's heart. They build trust and goodwill in those lands, but there's room for more, and TVS is making that happen. It all boils down to one thing, TVS' love for quality. They're always ready to make things better, adapt to changes and conquer challenges. It's not just about making bikes, it's about making the best bikes.